Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Showtime Doctor. I'm back. This is going to be your lobby guide, your in-depth lobby guide. Now, I'm going to try to break down everything I can for you. Once again, I don't understand Korean, so there are some things I'm going to miss here. And, if you do understand it, I miss some things, or there's some interesting points or whatever, feel free to drop it in the comments. Let me know. Let everyone else know. But right now I'm going to go through what every button in this lobby does and the sub-menus. I'll probably be doing some separate guides for certain things. But I will tell you in general what you need to know. Now, first I'm going to get into these three right buttons because I want to actually move myself because otherwise I'll hinder some of the other things I'm going to show you. So the 7 button in the bottom right corner here, that just takes you out to the world. So wherever you are in the world is going to take you out there wherever you left off, and then you go out and you adventure. That's the world map. That's the general story. Now, this right here is the growth farming. That little sword icon. So this over here is the event. I'll do a separate event video, but that's a current thing that's going on for a little while here. This right here, this is the mission, or excuse me, these are the dungeons where you go and farm your purple star mats. A purple star is basically, they give your characters stat bonuses, and you farm them by element. So there's fire, there's water, etc. Don't waste your time with dark or holy, because you can't get dark or holy characters until you are have cleared 10-10. So it's a bit of a process, and there's more to it than that, but that's the basic scenario. Oops, I didn't mean to put that one. Well, we'll just go. So this right here, it's kind of like an endless tower type thing. Essentially, you get three tries a day. You come in here and you clear whatever's in here. You get whatever the rewards it says, and it's usually going to be currency. Occasionally, you'll get like special rewards, like summon tokens, etc. And then this right here, this is your armor / gear farm. So all of these different types, as you see here, they got like T3 gear, but also most of the time when you come in here, they're going to drop the mats. And the farther you go down on this list, the harder it gets, but the higher the chance that something good's going to drop. It can go all the way to 10. And that's the same with all the rest of them. This takes real stamina. It's not its own currency. Stamina is the horse icon you see up here. This is gold. This is crystals, by the way. And you got different ones with the different sets of gear. I'll get more into that later on in the gear explanation. But that's there for you if you want to try to farm up some gear or some mats for gear. And then over here, I'm not entirely sure exactly how this works, but this is like the exploration. So basically you come in here and you explore, and there's a fatigue system along with gear drops and kind of like a maze setup, and you gotta pick which way you want to go. But it's kind of darkest dungeon in that the longer you stay in there, the harder it is to function. So, and you get one of these cube things a day, I've been noticing. That's the currency you use to run this place. So apparently either I need to level up, or because it says I've discovered, at least that's how I assume it says, 100% of whatever's in here. Because I know I've cleared this map and I've explored everything, but maybe there's something I missed. I don't know. If anyone knows that, let me know. But that's like, all the growth dungeons and the potential stuff in there. Now this right here is the arena. The arena is basically, I'll break down the screens for you because the screens are a bit complicated. So this is player versus player. So you come down here, you hit the green button, and you fight whatever it says. And then if you win, you get this currency. It's its own currency that can be used in its own shop, which I'll show you later as well. This tab over here, this is player versus NPC. There is these NPC groups that show up. You just whoop them and you get these rewards. They show up like 12 hours, 24 hours, whatever they are. So you just wreck them. This right here, it's kind of showing you like the, I forget if this was. Oh, okay. So this is the screen that is your record. So basically if you've won, you get the blue check marks, and these are all the people that you fought in the past. This is the leadership board when it pertains to your group. So right now I'm in the bronze, which I'm sure is like the lowest, or copper or whatever. And this is the group rankings and etc. And then this is the overall rankings, this tab right here. So there's your #1 team. See how it goes. And then over here, this is where, this is your daily 5, I believe, quest. You get this as a bonus, these extra 10 currency when you've done 5. This is your PvP chances right here. So it's either done or won, I'm not sure. And then this thing right here is where you set up your defensive team. I'm not sure if you get rewards for your defensive team, but that's there for you. So it'll be easy enough to figure out. You click on who you want to move, subtract them, you can examine them, you can move them to different squares, you can add in other heroes over here, etc. So that's pretty much how PvP goes. Now, go ahead and move myself since I've covered all that. Try to stay out of the way of the rest of this stuff. So this thing right here, I forgot to ask, I'm not 1000% sure, but I believe she heals you if you guys are injured. And yes, they can get injured, like health-wise. They'll have like 50% health because you're in like a persistent dungeon or something like that. I believe that's what that is. Not 1000% sure, but I believe. So this tab right here, this is your guild tab. So this is your little guild thing, and I'll do a separate video. I'm not sure what all these sub-menus and stuff are yet. All I know for sure is over here is your member list. And then these are people who won in your guild, because I'm a guild leader. So these are the people in my guild at the moment. So I'm sure there's like, you know, build-up menus and who knows what else in there. And then this right here, this is your achievement tab. Achievement tab is basically you satisfy these conditions, and then you hit this. This will be green, and you get the rewards of whatever it is. There's also additional tabs, so be sure you're paying attention to that. Can't tell you for the life of me what any of that says, but it's there for you. So I'm sure these are probably like achievement points and maybe title points or something. And then over here, this is how you get to the summon screen. In general, your free summon is going to be right here, the bottom banner, but you want to summon with your currency. This is the summon currency right here, this little star thing. You want to summon on the top banner, because that's always going to be the event banner with the better rates and the better characters. I actually just got this character, which is pretty fat. And then there's also this, which I believe is a friendship summon. I'm not sure what you can get out of it though, and I'm going to save this currency for now. I need to ask. But I'm saving this currency for now. Maybe it's probably like a lesser rewards, like XP Mon or something, but I'll have to ask about it. But this currency can also be used in a shop, so that's why I'm saving it. And then this screen, this is your character screen. So this is where you interact with all of your characters. You can also do that for specific characters if they're sitting at your table. This is your main party right here. You know, you can come over here and you can hit all the options as well. So, but in this case, this first one is your putting characters, you know, who you're going to use. And then this is your summon creature. They'll go over that in the tutorial if you've gotten that far, but this is a creature you can summon after, it's like 3, I want to say, soul charges. It might be 2, somewhere around there, and he does like a big AoE and does decent damage. But once again, you set up your groups. It's the same thing as the PvP thing right here. You can have an additional party, and then if you want to buy more, that's here for you if you want to pay the gold for it, etc. So. And then my basic tip is have your strongest character as your leader. Now, this is the shop. The shop's going to take some time to explain, but I'll go over it here because there are things you want to buy. Now, the first tab's your pay-to-win stuff, so if you want crystals, whatever. Second tab. Your second tab is your crystal tab. What you probably want to do with this, because you see there's all types of stuff you can buy here. Save up 1,000 crystals, or 950, and buy this. This is basically a 10 summon. This is a 1 summon. Get your 10 summon, and then go summon on the banner. So that's actually what I'm going to do right now. And then, I don't know if I'll summon now. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, they give you bonuses. So these penguins, those are like XP you give to your characters. And it apparently gave me 50 extra currency. That's cool. Oh wait, no, give me 50 currency because that's 10 summons. That's all you really want to buy on the first tab. There's gold, that's stamina. These are other currencies. That's arena tickets for the arena shop, which we'll get to in a bit. Not sure what these are, but I'm sure there's something decent. On your next tab, this is kind of a specialized tab, so the only thing, from what I've been told, that you want to buy on this tab is this book right here. Oh, wait, no. I think okay, never mind. Ignore that. This is like a 4 to 5 summon. I want to say it's like light or dark characters, but essentially this is the thing you use to summon like the super elite dark and light characters. And this is a moonlight only summon, I believe, so it's only like either dark or light characters. Essentially, this stuff's all really expensive, and this currency's crazy to get. I'll tell you guys more about it later, but the one thing you do want to buy, I believe, is this Mandrake. The only way to get these currencies is to remove people from your party. And depending on the tier, it will give you certain amounts of these currencies. I don't have it 100% figured out yet, but that's the basic explanation I got. It's one of those long-term things that you're probably not going to get to early game. So, now, this is the friendship tab. Friendship tab, you get friend points by using characters. Possibly by having characters of yours used, I'm not sure, but you gotta figure out how to friend people. That's one thing I don't actually know. But essentially, you see all these friend points I got right here, so I could go ahead and buy stuff. Apparently, the only things you want to buy here, though, this is stamina and this is PvP currency, so you want to buy those. And get these are like once a day things, and then that gives you more PvP chances, I believe. Now, right here, I forget what store this is, but it's a certain currency. You actually, give me a second, I'll go look it up. I remember it's like a specific type of currency. Okay, it is the maze currency. Okay, so the mazes were that one dungeon I showed you that I was complaining about I couldn't get to the second part in. It's in the growth dungeon, basically, so I guess you get the currency from completing those. Hold on. So essentially, the only thing you want to buy here is this. This is... Well, apparently you can buy it more than once a day. Okay, I'll show you what it is. So tier 2 to tier 5, it's either going to be a necklace or some type of jewelry, which is the harder to get items in this game. As you can see here. I got a T2 ring. Before, when I bought this, I got a T4 necklace. So that's what you can spend on. That's apparently the best thing to spend on out of all this other stuff. I'm not sure what the other currency is. And then this tab right here, this is your PvP tab. So your PvP currency, you come down. The main thing you probably want to buy is this, the Mandrake seed. Mandrake is a currency that you use to raise the skill levels of your characters. So they're 1s, they're 2s, they're 3s. You raise up their percent damage and debuff and whatever the hell buff, percent healed, etc. So, and you actually have to take this Mandrake seed and take it out to the passive farm, which I will be showing you in a bit as well. And this last tab, it's mostly just like, hey, here's all these packages you guys can buy, so probably don't want to mess with that. And that's a basic shop explanation for you. Once again, that tab was right here. Now these are like all like exterior things, so if you click on them, they're going to open up like browser stuff, and it's going to be like, you know, special events or forms or whatever the hell. So in general, you want to stay away from that, but there is one thing. There is actually one thing you do want to do, and I know it's one of these tabs, but it's easier to get to from these things on the banner here. Hold on. Not that. This. I don't remember which tab it was. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so That tab, for those of you that missed it, it's this guy with the white hair. Click on it, and you're going to scroll down the page. Now, there's going to be these events. Now, most of the time you have to satisfy, like, there's some that are daily conditions, there are some that are, like, overall conditions, etc. But in this case, what I believe they're saying is you can get these characters if you satisfy some type of event. I'm not sure exactly what it is because I can't read it, but... And then there's these rewards. So you could pick one. In this case, I'm going to try to pick this summon thing. Maybe I didn't satisfy whatever the thing is. But as you play, there's a way to satisfy these conditions so that you can pick these things up. So right here, this is 50 stamina, 30k gold, 50 of this currency. But you need to spend 100 stamina right here. This, I'm not sure if it's spend or acquire 50k gold. It's something like that. And not even sure. I completely forget what the red thing is. But this is one of the currencies. So you either spend it somewhere or you gather it somewhere. But eventually, when you satisfy these conditions, this is daily. You can come back here. Boom. Here's your 50 stamina. Here's your 30k gold. Here's your 50 red leaf currency. And then event 3. Oh, they got some of the movies down here. But event 3 is basically... It's this branching thing. I'm also not sure exactly how it goes. But I think what happens is you have to beat these chapters. As you can see here, like 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, 9, etc. And once you beat them all, then you get the corresponding reward, and that's the event reward. So, there is actually a reason to click out to that stuff, guys. And this right here, I think this is just like more of the give us money stuff, the gift box. But, you know, unless you're wanting to spend money, don't pay attention to that. Now, when you get in the game the first time, I'll show you this later. When you get in the game the first time, you're going to have like a default name, like Epic 7, and a bunch of numbers. Click on your portrait. There's going to be an option here. Click on it. It'll have like a text box with your name in it. Just click into it, type into whatever you want your name to be, hit the green thing, and then hit the green thing that comes up after that, and you'll change your name to whatever you want. So in my case, Showtimedr, obviously, and it's going to show your guild, and I assume that's your PvP ranking or whatever. So, I don't know what this is, to be perfectly honest. I need to ask, but I believe this is like showing off which characters you have, but it might be like some type of guild battle thing. I have no idea. This is actually a screen I gotta get. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna ask about it right now, and if it gets answered, I will get you guys the answer after this. Okay, I just typed in the Discord. So, this right here will lead you to your passive farm. There's a bunch of different passive farms. Let me get a picture explanation. You're going to unlock them as you progress through the game. Pulling it up right now. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give you guys every little thing that they do, but I will give you, like, the basics of what's going on. Okay, so I got it now. So, the one in the middle, it's your resource mine. So essentially, you farm gold, and you farm crystals there. I'll click on it right now and demonstrate. So this is where you gather, right there. So now it just gave me that. And then you can upgrade it as well. You see these little taglines right here and these percentages. I think the percentages are like upgrade the farm rates on these two. And one of these, I'm not sure if it's this one or this one. This is the timer on when it's going to be full. One of these is the total resource storage. So like you can end up having a bigger, you know, like silo basically. Now this brown button is an upgrade material. You can upgrade this one at first with gold a little bit, but I don't have the currency to upgrade. The currency is actually out in the world. You have to get to like world 6 or something, and there's a particular place you farm it up. But like one of these is like increase rate for gold, one of them is increase rate for crystals, and one of them is increase maximum storage. That's what they are. Now, this one in the upper left is your farm. No idea what these two do right now because I haven't unlocked it yet. But so there's this timer. and that thing I just got was an XP penguin. There's this timer you can set up, or you could choose to spend this red currency. I guess we found what the red currency does. It's farm. So this first thing is XP Mon to give your group XP. This second thing, I believe, in fact, let me check here. Oh crap. Hold on, I'll ask that question too. Okay, so the first one's going to be your XP Mon, takes 12 hours. Second one takes a day. I believe that is basically your growth or increasing your star levels. That's what this is. You can complete automatically with the red. These are fodders, evolution fodders. You can complete automatically with the red currency, or you can hit the timer here and it'll take whatever the time it says right here to get it up. Oh, the third one is planting the mandrake seed. So mandrake is what you use to upgrade your skills, but you need a mandrake egg, which I showed you in the shop tab. That's what it was. Alright, so in this case, since I got some currency, I need some evolution mons. Go ahead and get one. And then you can sacrifice, or you can combine them to make them higher star tier levels, etc. And I'll show you guys, we'll go back to the character screen and I'll show you how the character screen works. So this is going to take a day. You see the timer set starting down. And that's what it's going for right now. And then let's see, what was the other one? The one in the lower left is called a base. I am actually not very familiar with the base, but we'll click on it here. Let's see if we can figure it out. Apparently you have units, like all of your units. Maybe not. And you can send them out. I'll try to get this one translated before the video's over. But we'll come back to this one, because I'm not sure specifically what it's for. But it seems like it's like gather resources, and you get all this stuff. Whatever the hell's going on after a certain amount of time. And then I do not have all the other ones unlocked. The one in the upper right, it's the Alchemist Tower. I have no idea what it does, but you probably create potions or something. The one in the lower right is called the Forgery. I assume you take this currency, these claws, which you can buy in certain shops, and you can forge whatever gear you want. Seems pretty legit, but I don't know it very well, so I'm not gonna... it seems like this is armor, etc. This is... So it's probably like your epic gear forge, you just gotta figure out how to do it. Which I'll do a separate video probably on all those, just to maximize those, but that's a basic explanation. Now I did get an explanation for this. There we go. Okay, so this is... This is your friend unit. So you should set up whatever your more powerful character is as your friend unit. Which is going to be this one. Now, these other ones that are around, these are the different classes. Apparently, your friends, or you yourself, can set up that you want specific types of characters. So you have to set up, like, you know, like in this case, who your archer is going to be, and all the other classes, etc. And so that if they want those specific characters, they can have them. So, but this is going to be your main friend unit. Go ahead and set up all the ones I have. And you know, I don't have everybody, so I haven't worked on everybody, so I'm not going to pretend like they're all good. But that's an explanation of that screen. This is... Oh, that's the main character. I wonder if you can change the character. Actually, maybe that was this. I'd like to have a different profile picture. If it. Yeah, let's see. All this. Oh, you can change her face. Interesting. I kind of like her with the chill face though. That's pretty cool though. That's thumbs up. These are probably like character reviews or whatever. Or maybe that changed it. Let's. Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. So, Miss I don't wear underwear is now my character. Gear tab. That looks like just like, you know, what version is this? Frequently asked questions. Controller. Different options and modifications, etc. I might get this one translated though, just to see. Okay, so. And then once again, this is your PvP tries, this is your stamina, this is your gold, this is your crystals. This little robot head is just pretty much like your inventory. You can look at if stuff's equipped, if it's not, all the different tabs. These are your relics, which I'll be showing you in a bit here. This is probably all the equipment on all your current characters. And these are like upgrade mats, different currencies. We'll go over all that too. Apparently, even though it's not working for me, this guy is going to be some type of vendor, maybe like a hourly, you know, like resets every 4 hours type vendor. But either I don't have him unlocked or it hasn't been added yet. So the last part of this video, guys, we're going to get into the character screen. Now, pay attention to the character screen because actually, I wonder if I should make another video. Probably should, honestly. I know people don't like to weed through things. Should I? Yeah, I think I probably actually should. It's gonna take its own explanation process. Well, to give you the quick synopsis of what the different screens do, this one is where you set up your party, this one's where you edit the characters, add gear, level up, etc. These other two I'm gonna have to actually explain because it takes way too much time. So, but like, that's the basics of what everything does in the menu guides. I'll be putting out videos for the sub menus and stuff. I gotta do one for guild, I gotta do one for gear, I gotta do one for the passive resource farms, arena, etc. So, but anyways, guys, I hope that I hope that this video helps you guys out a little bit, and I will catch you during the next tutorial. So, good day.